chapter 2, that is the polynomial exercise 2.2. Question number 2. Find a quadratic polynomial each with the given numbers as the sum and the product of its zeros respectively. What does the question means? You have to find a polynomial. See, in the question 1, this is the quadratic equation is given. From here we have to find a sum and the product. We find the zeros of the polynomial and sum and the product. Here we have to find the quadratic equation. What is the given? Here sum of zeros and the product of zeros is given, that is alpha plus beta is given and alpha into beta is given. You have to find a quadratic equation. So this is the question number 1, Roman number 1, 1 by 4 minus 1. To Roman number 1, what is given? 1 by 4 comma minus 1. It is given. So sum of zeros is given. Sum of 0, that is alpha plus beta is equal to 1 by 4 and product is given. That is product means alpha into beta. In the middle no operation is given, that is multiplication, that is minus 1. Now we have to find a quadratic equation. What is the quadratic equation? The equation of quadratic polynomial, the equation of quadratic polynomial, that is x square minus bracket alpha plus beta x plus alpha into c. This is the equation. So now put it and solve it. Always give it equal to 0. So x square minus, what is the sum of zeros? Alpha plus beta, that is 1 by 4. So 1 by 4 x plus alpha into beta product, that is minus 1 equal to 0. Now multiply it. So x square minus 1 by 4 x minus 1 equal to 0. Here if it is a quadratic equation, you cannot keep in the fraction. Now you have to remove the fraction. For removing this fraction of, this is the fraction, you have to make it a linear equation, means simple equation. Simple means without division, only the natural number is given. We have to make in such a way that only the in equation, only the natural number, no any fraction. So first what you will do, make every, because this is the fraction, make this also fraction and this also fraction. To make the fraction, divide it by 1. So 1, 1. So all it became a fraction. As soon as it became a fraction, now we can do the fraction addition, either the fraction subtraction. So it will be, what is the LCM? LCM here 4. Now if we divide 4 by 1, it will be 4. 4 into x square, so it will be 4 into x square. Minus 4 divided by 4, it gives 1. 1 into 1, that is 1. In front of x, we never write a 1. Minus, again if you divide it, if you divide 4 by 1, it will be 4. So 4 into 1, 4 equal to 0. Now take the 4 that side. So since it is a divide, it will go that side, it will be multiplication. So it will be 4 x square minus x minus 4 equal to 0 into 4. If you multiply any number by 0, it will give always 0. So this is the required quadratic equation, that is 4x square minus x minus 4 equal to 0. Now come to the Roman number 2. What is the Roman number 2 given? In Roman number 2, it is given that root 2 comma 1 by 3. This is the sum of zeros and this is the product of zeros. Sum of zeros we represent by alpha plus beta. So that is root 2. And product alpha beta, it is given 1 by 3. Now what is the quadratic equation? The quadratic equation, the equation also you can write direct quadratic equation also. Quadratic equation. So that is x square minus, here the upper sign is minus, alpha plus beta x plus alpha beta equal to 0. Now replace put the value x square minus alpha plus beta, sum of zeros, that is root 2 x plus, what is the product? That is 1 by 3 equal to 0. Here it is a fraction, it is not fractioned, this is also not fraction, make it fraction. Here also you can divide by 1, or if you want you can write the next step. X square by 1, it became the fraction, root 2 x by 1, it became the fraction, plus 1 by 3, now it's also became the fraction. Now solve it. For solving, take the LCM. What is the LCM? It will be 3. Now 3 divided by 1, it will give 3, so it will be 3x square, minus now 3 divided by 1, so it will give 3, so it will be 3 root 2 x. Whenever 1 is a irrational number, 1 is a rational number or the natural number, you cannot multiply. You are going to multiply inside, it will be stay as it is, plus 3 divided by 3, that is 1, 1 into 1, 1 equal to 0. Now see, this is in the form of divide, we need in the simple form. Simplest form means without fraction. So take the 3 that side, keep the rest as it is, 3x square minus 3 root 2 x plus 1 equal to 0. Its divide, it will be multiply. Now any number multiply by 0, it will always give 0. So 3 root 2 x plus 1 equal to 0. So this is the required quadratic equation. What is 3x square minus 3 root 2 x plus 1? Now come for the Roman number 3. What is given? It is given 0 and root 5. What is given? Sum of zeros and product of zeros. What is the sum of zeros? There is sum we represent by, here zeros always we represent the alpha and beta. So sum of zeros, that is alpha plus beta is equal to how much? 0 anymore, that is alpha beta is equal to root 5. So we know the quadratic equation, that is x square minus, you have to remember the formula, alpha plus beta x plus alpha beta equal to 0. Now put the value, alpha sum of 0, alpha plus beta is equal to 0, alpha into beta, that is equal to root 5, just replace it. So it will be x square minus how much? 0x plus alpha beta, that is root 5. If you multiply any number by 0, it will always give 0. So minus 0 plus root 5 equal to 0. If it is a 0 plus 0 minus 0 or equal, so we no need to write the 0. So it will be x square plus root 5. So this is the required quadratic equation. Why it is a quadratic equation? Here the power is 2. Therefore, it is a quadratic equation. Now come to the Roman number 4. What does the, in the Roman number 4, it is given Roman number 4, 1, 1. If you understand, it's easy only. So 1, 1. Sum of, this is sum of, the first one is sum, the second is the product. Sum we represent, zeros we represent always alpha and beta, and sum will be addition and product will be the multiplication. So sum of zeros, alpha plus beta is equal to 1. Anymore product is given, so alpha into beta equal to 1. Now we know the equation, the quadratic equation, that is x square minus, be careful with this sign, alpha plus beta x square plus alpha beta. Don't confuse with the general quadratic equation, that is a x square plus b of x plus c. Here it's all are pause sign, but for finding the quadratic equation from the when the sum and the zeros is given, that time the sign is a negative. So now we know the sum of zeros, alpha plus beta, that is 1, alpha into beta, that is 1. Now place it. So x square minus sum how much? 1, x square plus product 1 equal to 0. Normally if it is the 1, we don't write it, so it will be x square, this is x, not x square, this is x, I made a mistake. So x square minus alpha plus beta x plus alpha beta, x square minus this will be x plus 1 equal to 0. So this is the required quadratic equation. Now Roman number 5. in the Roman number 5 it is given -4, -1/4 and 1/4. -1/4, another is 1/4. So this is sum of zeros and this is product of zeros. Sum of zeros we represent by alpha plus beta, that will be -1/4. Okay, and product, there is alpha beta 1/4. Okay, now what is the quadratic equation? The equation for the quadratic equation, the equation of quadratic polynomial, the equation of quadratic polynomial that is x square minus alpha plus beta x plus alpha beta equal to 0. Now alpha plus beta, how much we have? -1/4. Alpha into beta we have 1/4. Now replace it. X square minus, that is -1/4. Alpha plus beta means 1/4 minus 1/4 x plus alpha beta means 4 equal to 0. Now remove the bracket. Whenever there is a negative sign, give the bracket. Now remove the bracket, it will be x square minus into minus, it will give plus 1/4 x plus 1/4. Now these two are rational number. It is not rational, make it rational, so divide it by 1. So x square divided by 1 plus 1/4 x plus 1/4 equal to 0. Now all are in the rational number. Now it will be addition. What is the LCM? LCM will be 4. Now 4, divide 4 by 1, it will be 4. So 4 into x square, it will be 4x square plus 4 divided by 4, 1 into 1, that is 1. 1 into x, so it will be x plus 4 divided by 4, 1 into 1, it will give 1. Now take the 4 that side, so it will be rest right as it is, 4x square plus x plus 1 equal to 0 into 4. Why it is a multiplication? Here it is a division, therefore it became a multiplication. So 4x square plus x plus 1 equal to, if any number multiply by 0, it will always give 0. Now another one question, that is the Roman number 6. For Roman number 6, what is the Roman number 6 given? That is 4, 1. This is sum of zeros and this is product of zeros. Sum of zeros we represent by alpha plus beta. Zeros we represent by alpha and the beta. So it is a sum of zeros. So alpha plus beta. How much? 4. This is the product. Always the first will be the sum, second will be the product. Because in the question it is given the sum and the product. So now product alpha into beta, it is equal to 1. Now we need a equation, the equation of quadratic polynomial, the equation of quadratic polynomial, that is x square minus alpha plus beta x plus alpha beta equal to 0. Now what is the alpha plus beta? We have 4, alpha into beta we have 1, just replace it. X square minus alpha plus beta, how much? 4. If it's a plus, no need to give the bracket, but whenever there is a minus, give the bracket. Plus alpha beta, how much? That is 1. So this is the required quadratic polynomial.